after it today. So we've been 17 days perfect on our diet, 17 perfect days on our cardio, and 17 days perfect on lifting. I am down a little bit. I think it's 18.2 pounds since January 1st. We are absolutely out here destroying our goals. I already warmed up from the treadmill, about 4+ minutes, about to stretch here. Get ready. We're gonna do some heavy deadlifts, do some back workout, finish up with some cardio. So felt good yesterday. The weight dropped a little bit. I'm 218.6 this morning, which is the lowest I've been since I think my early 20s, like maybe even my teens. So this is the lowest I've weighed in a long time, and I feel absolutely amazing today. Like, I am incredibly impressed. So let's get after it. Whew, guys, thank you for whoever hopped in and hit that like button. Truly appreciate that. Gonna drop this down a little bit as we continue finishing our warm-ups. So, because I'm old, I always try to be as safe as possible. So anytime I do legs, or anytime I do lower back, I always get a good stretch in. All right. Oh. All right. All right, we got the warm up in. Welcome in, Miss Brittany. Welcome in, everybody. If you guys haven't done so already, double tap that screen, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I truly appreciate that love and support. And lift this back up just a little bit so I can see. We're going to continue getting this warm up in today. Get these heavy deadlifts going. So one thing about deadlifts is that you should always have the bar close enough to your legs so that way when you pull it up, the bar basically scrapes against your legs. So for me, because I don't have deadlifting socks, I always wear pants. So that way it does not tear up my shins. And I definitely feel like for this I'm gonna have to move the camera to get it in a better spot for deadlifting. So let's try this. Is this a little bit better? pulled 125 for 4, pulled 225 for 4. I'm gonna pull 295 for 2. Then we'll put some real weight on here and start really putting in some more. Guys, we got 44 of y'all beautiful folks in here. Double tap that screen, hit that like button. I would truly appreciate that. Welcome, Mrs. G's Bros Jack. Thank you, I appreciate that. No, Brittany, I'm just now getting my workout. The kids had basketball games all the day. Don't worry, Bobby, I won't. Trust me, it's the perfect cardio, and it releases natural testosterone, so I got you, man. Yes, Benjamin, I do want to fight you, but maybe later on a Tuesday. All right, so. All right, let's start with 385. We'll do 385 for 4. Start there. My ass crack is showing yet? Well, that's gonna happen during deadlifts, man. It's part of it here. So let's move it over here maybe a little bit better. There we go. And maybe lower this down so you guys can actually see. That's probably better. But we got 30 of y'all beautiful folks in here. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe, show some support. I truly appreciate it. All right. Oh. Whew. Got the first one done. Not any deadlifts you've ever done. Not sure what you mean by that, man. But, guys, you wanna know what's crazy? Before I started my fitness journey, lost all this weight. This here on my belt, this here was way up here. So, way up here. And actually, this is not tight enough, so I'm gonna have to loosen it down right now and go to the last spot on my belt. So you're talking roughly 10 inches I've lost on my weight from basically here down to here. So I'm telling you, when you lock in, want to make a change, want to do better. I've lost 84 pounds total, actually a little bit more than 84 pounds. I've lost 18 pounds since the first of the year, since I started my 30 days of perfection. So, gotta loosen this and put it back together and redo it. Good work, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. wild to think where I started was the top of this here. Like, and as I'm, you know, tightening this back down and going through this, it's I don't even really have words for it right now, guys, because I mean, I was here. I went from here to here. Look at the difference there. I went from a size 40 waist. I think I'm down to like a 34 now. But just look at the difference of like where I was at when I started my fitness journey and how much weight I've lost, how many inches on my stomach I've lost. So, incredibly proud of myself. That's putting in work, staying dedicated. Just started my 2006 journey, 20 or 270, trying to get 200 by the end of the year. Yeah, man, if that's Tony, you can absolutely do it. Again, I'm not taking any GLPs. I'm not taking any extra thing. The only supplements I take right now is C4 pre-workout and protein shake. So I use Synthesix. So oh, there we go. Got that. We're gonna add some weight to this. Put 10 more pounds on here. Started at 360, trying to go. So I started at 385. We're gonna do 405 for our next set. All right, 425. No, wait. Sorry, 405. Whew. All right. 405. We'll hop up to 425. Our next set. What's up, Nastia? What up, high five? Guys, there's 23 of y'all in here. If you haven't done so already, double tap that screen, hit that like button. Let's see if we can get over 100 likes again like we did last night. I would truly appreciate and love that support. I think we're up to 7 likes. Need 3 of y'all beautiful folks to hit that like button. So, we gotta add 20 pounds to this. So I think the best thing is, we'll take off the 10s. We'll throw a 25 on here. Whew. So that's 365 plus 50s, 415 plus the 5. So, all right. We'll do 425 for our third set, and then we'll pop up to see what we're feeling our next set. Give me guys just a second. Whew. How's everybody doing on this beautiful Sunday or Saturday? Saturday. I'm feeling good, guys. Except I'm gonna back this up just a little bit more so you guys can pretty much see the whole bar. There you go. Now you guys can see the whole bar. So we got the 245s bumped you up to 225. This here, a 35 on each side, is 295, 265. And then the 25s is 215 or 415. And then the 5s bunch up to 425. So 425, we're going to try to pull for 4. Let's get after it. Ugh. Oh. Ugh. Woo! Woo! Damn it. Guys, my strap fell, which caused me to lose my grip. I definitely had another one, so that's all right. We'll 425 for 3. We'll throw another 5 pounds on there and try to go to 435 for 4. That's where you place your belt when you go to town too. Well, good job, man. Congratulations. Nah, so this is smelling salt. It's also called like ammonia. Gives heightened senses. You'll see athletes, they'll use it like they'll crack little ones. It's what the NFL banned last year. Like the NFL can't provide it anymore, but players can buy it themselves and bring it to the sidelines. So smelling salt helps with alert awareness and other things like that. So I only use it specifically when I'm doing super heavy weights. No random, she's not gonna work out with me. She's really eating clean lately, but she's not working out. That's a weird thing to say, bro. Like, do you need attention? Like, are you living in your mom's basement, eating a Hot Pocket, playing Roblox right now? Coming into other people's lives and just saying super weird shit? Man, if you need attention, just say it. Like, I can give you the attention you need. Because apparently you don't get enough attention from your left hand, so maybe try your right hand, like getting in the weight game. Like, because obviously you need some attention, bro. So let me know, and I can provide it. I'm sorry for whatever you're going through or how life's been hard for you, where you're going to come in here and say super weird shit in people's lives, but you got the attention you wanted. Congratulations. All right, guys, but we have gotten 20 beautiful folks in here. If you haven't done so already, double tap that screen, hit that like button, and then head up and hit that subscribe. We hit 3,400 subscribers yesterday. I truly, truly appreciate that. Dude, the ceiling lights have been here since I've had it, and they're so old that it takes them like a few minutes to warm up. I really need to replace them. Like we've lived here for almost 9 years now, and we have yet to replace any of the lights. Usually I turn an extra light on over here, but I actually forgot to do that today. There. Turn on a little lamp over there to add a little bit of extra light in here. All right. All right. 435. So this will be the most I've pulled for reps since I've lost 84 pounds. So 435 at 218 and a half pounds. What up, Nastia? Oh. All right. Oh. Oh. Woo! Woo! Let's go. God, enough that you were about to do. Oh. Well, we got one. There ain't anything else more happening there. Well, that was pretty shitty, guys, but oh well. Definitely, that was a huge disappointment. But that's okay. There's always next week. So we pulled what was that? 435 for one, but we're gonna get back to, we did our deadlifts. Now we're gonna get back to our regular exercises. So we're gonna move over to some bent over rows, then some lat pull downs, and we'll just keep it moving. All right, now I feel like it's a little too high. You guys can't see. Guys, we got 16 of y'all beautiful folks in here. If you haven't done so already, head up, double tap that screen, hit that like button, show some love. I would truly, truly appreciate that, guys. Whew. I'm sweating like no other. Oh. Guys, recently I've lost like 84, a little over 84 pounds. Just out here trying to continue grind. Today's day 17 of 30 days of perfection. I did not sleep very good last night. However, that's not an excuse to cheat on the diet. So we kept the diet going even though I was out of the house most of the day with kids' basketball games. We started our workout. We've hit 4 sets of deadlift. We're now on to our bent over rows. We're going to finish up this and then finish up cardio. It's crazy how much I've seen change in here, my chest and my shoulders since January 1st. When I really locked in on January 1st is when I went back to my 30 days of perfection of eating the exact same diet every single day for 30 days at the same time, roughly every single day, the same calories, so right around 1,200 to 2,100 calories a day, lifting weights, doing cardio. So just completely locked into this. I want to drop down between 10 to 12% body fat. Once I get down to 10 to 12% body fat, I'm going to go do a body fat test percentage. I think they call it, what do they call that? I can't think what it's called right now. Oh my goodness. A Dexcom scan and get my body fat checked. Thank you for whoever gave that like. We're 2 likes away from 15 likes, guys. So if you guys are on here, smash that like button. Show some support. I would truly, truly appreciate it. Anybody have any fitness goals they're working on for the New Year's? And thank you, whoever hit that 1 like. I truly appreciate and love that support. Need one more. Who's that sexy goddess? Well, thanks, Michelle. I appreciate that. You know, it makes me feel good about myself. We're getting there a little bit better day by day, guys. Day by day, week by week, we get a little bit stronger physically and mentally. So, just going to keep pushing ourselves. Whew. Thanks for those likes, guys. Appreciate it. We hopped up to 17 in a hurry. Whew. Got 1 more set of bent over rows. Then we're going to move over to our lat pull downs. And then, honestly, from lat pull downs, I'm not sure what we're going to do. Sweet, we're 2 likes away from 20 likes during this live. Keep smashing that like button. Head up, hit that subscribe button. After you... Daddy Warbucks, he needs therapy. I need therapy. I might need therapy. You might be right. You definitely might be right there. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hi, welcome in from Italy. Welcome in, my friend from Italy. I love meeting people from around the world. So those that don't know, I'm from Michigan. It's the Gulf state. I live in the dead center of Michigan, which is like roughly right here. So literally the dead center. Yes, I know, Michelle. But the reality is, I might need therapy. Like, I probably should talk to somebody. You know. You are very handsome. Thank you. I appreciate that, guys. Appreciate all that love and support, guys. And now we went from 15 to 22 likes in just a matter of minutes. So keep smashing that like button. I truly appreciate it, guys. We made over, I think we got like almost 600 gems yesterday from the live. That was absolutely awesome. Appreciate all the gems, the super chats. I think we had well over like, I think we had like 108 likes throughout the entire live yesterday. So we had an absolute blast, cracked jokes, all while getting in shape and motivating other people to get in shape. Like, we have to stop making excuses. All too often we make excuses. I can't do this, I can't do this, I'm old, I'm tired, I'm fat, I'm lazy. Stop making excuses. Get your ass off the couch and start making a difference. That's what I did. I was 303 pounds. My belly hung out to here. My face was swollen. I was fat and ugly. And at a certain point, I decided I didn't want to be fat and ugly. Locked in and just decided that I'm going to eat healthy, do cardio, and lift weights. How cold is it there? Cold as shit, to be honest with you. I think right now it's like 20 degrees, but the wind's blowing like no other. So the wind chill's probably in the 10s if I had to guess, maybe even lower. All right. Oh. Just a second, guys. Whew. Run naked outside for 10 minutes? No, I'd probably die. You guys know how small things get when it's that cold out? Come on now. Oh. All right, let me move this a little bit closer, guys. Thank you guys for all those likes. Truly appreciate that love and support. How's everybody doing today? It's a beautiful Sunday. We're just out here grinding. Over making excuses, over being fat, over being lazy. You know, we got time to Netflix and chill. We got time to doom scroll social media. We got time to work out. So that goes for everybody. Working out's not hard. You just have to change the mindset of like, I want to motivate myself, but I don't feel motivated, so I don't do it. So dedicate yourself. Write your plan on Monday or Sunday, and then follow whatever that plan is. It's that simple. Write your day out, what your entire day is going to look like for Sunday, or for the rest of the week on Sunday, and then follow that plan. Don't deviate from it. Friend asks you to go out to drinks. Nope, I'm going to the gym. You know, whatever you have wrote down, like, nope, I'm working overtime to get caught up. That's what you do. It's really that simple. But it's still Saturday. John, did I say Sunday? I meant Saturday. It's a beautiful Saturday. And we are only one like away from 25 likes, so continue double tapping that screen. I truly appreciate it. We'll throw another 5 on each side for these lat pull downs. One of the biggest mistakes people do while lifting weights is not adding weight. You know, they'll get to a set, they'll do it for a set of 12, and you're like, oh man, that felt really good, and they don't add weight. Well, if you're doing the same weight for 2 months, there's a problem. You should be continuously adding weight, make it harder, allow, force the muscle to continue to grow. One of the things I like to do on a lot of my lifts is that I like to pyramid up. So I'll add weight basically each set. Usually each exercise I'll do for 4 sets. And then I'll slowly pyramid my way up, making sure I'm still getting 12 reps to get that full contraction, to get that muscle growth. I'm 39, I'll be 40 here in April. And so for me, like when I was younger, I would go like what I could do for 12. And then I would just basically keep that weight and do as many as I could. But now that I'm getting older, I pyramid my way up and give my body like a chance to work its way up to like the heavier weights. And my natural, yes. Yes, I am 100% natural. I've never taken TRT. I've never taken any pills. I've never taken anything. The only thing I take right now is C4 pre-workout. And I take, it's funny because I have a story about that. And I take Synthesis protein shakes. I drink one every morning, basically more as a meal replacement, and that's my breakfast every morning is a protein shake. I actually had a GLP company reach out to me on my IG account, asking me if I wanted to be like a sponsor for them, or not a sponsor, but like a representative for them, and I would get like, if people use my code, that, I would get a portion of the funds from that. And I am so against GLPs and peptides and that type of stuff. I was like, no, man, I appreciate your grind out here, but that's not me. Like I'm not, that you're looking at the wrong person here. I sit here and talk shit about GLPs constantly because the reality of it is like you're cheating your way to like looking good without actually putting in the work. So you're the wrong person. I've been constantly, on my channel saying how GLPs are terrible and you gain the weight back. Like, so I'd be such a hypocrite. I mean, if I didn't have any bit of like, like if I was ethical at all, I would lie and say, hey, I lost all this weight in this GLP, and you guys should take it too. I mean, you guys can see I've lost 84 pounds, blah, blah, blah. I can make a massive life, probably could sell a bunch of them, but like that's unethical and that's just not who I am. Looking good. Sounds like you are doing it right. Best wishes. Thanks, John. Appreciate it. Wow, great. How long? So I've been on this grind for about probably 16 months now, roughly. I've had some good months. I had some bad months. I had some good months and some bad months. But overall, it's been about 16 months. I really struggled during the week of Thanksgiving. I struggled the 2 weeks during like Christmas and New Year's. I gained a bunch of weight. So starting on January 1st, I went in on a 30-day of perfection. Since January 1st, I was 236.8. As of this morning, I'm 218.6. So I've lost a little over 18 pounds since January 1st because I locked in. I'm following a perfect diet. I do 65 minutes of cardio 6 days a week, and I lift weights 5 days a week. All right, so we've done 4 sets of bent over rows, and that was our 3rd set of lat pull downs. We'll do 1 more set of lat pull downs. Then I think we'll go to straight arm extensions for your lats, where I come straight down. And then after that, we'll go into abs. So doing my deadlift days tends to take a little bit longer. I take about roughly 3 to 5 minutes breaks in between each heavy deadlifts, because I do heavy sets of 4, because I love powerlifting. So my bench press, my squat, and my flat bench, so my flat bench, deadlift, and squat, I always lift heavy sets of 4. So that's for my powerlifting days. So everything else I do sets of 12 because I want to focus on the muscle growth. As you can see, the chest, the shoulders, everything starts to pop as you start to lose weight. And that's where I'm starting to see the abs pop now because of the work I've essentially done in the kitchen. So we're getting there day by day. You can still see like the loose skin and stuff like this from where I was super fat though, which kind of sucks, but It is what it is at this point. Whew. Guys, how's my back look? Obviously, I can't see my own back. How's it look? Does it look ripped at all? Look decent? Chat, let me know how my back looks, because obviously I can't see it. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing today? Oh. Guys, we are 3 likes away from having 30 likes in this live. So if you haven't done so already, keep tapping that screen. Let's get up to 30 likes. Yesterday we got just over 100, I think like 108 likes. So let's keep smashing that like button. It doesn't cost y'all anything, and it really helps support the channel, and it sends it back out to the For You page. So I really, really appreciate it. If you guys tap that screen, hit that like button. I'm doing pretty good today. I didn't sleep well last night, maybe 5 hours, but that's because I like to stay up late. Had to get up early for kids' basketball games, but we're out here grinding. We're doing the best we can. Poor choices were made. But just because we make poor choices and we don't sleep well, that doesn't give us an excuse to not to show up and work out. It doesn't give us an excuse not to continue our diet, because we need to find dopamine elsewhere, such as terrible food for us. So we ate healthy, we showed up, we're working out. We're day 17 of 30 days of perfection. So for 30 days, we're going to be perfect with our diet, with our exercise, and our cardio. We're going to really see what the human body can do when we lock in for 30 straight days, guys. I'm hoping to be down to 210, 10 to 12% body fat is really my goal by the end of these 30 days. So today's day 17. Obviously, we've completed a full 16 days. So I'm really hoping I can start to lose a little bit more of this in the next few days, or in the next 10 plus days. So that's the ultimate goal. Definitely gonna have to add a little bit more weight to that. Exercise is bad for you. The body is like a battery, and you will run out of energy and die. Genetics, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. And with all sincere disrespect, that was the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I'm not even gonna dignify that with saying anything else. Can I do 200 sit-ups? I don't know. I've never really done that many sit-ups, so I do my ab exercise completely different. I follow a world-class powerlifter. His name is Brian Carroll, and I do his ab workout, which consists of more of like a crunch and hold. And then I do a crunch and hold, and then I'll do I stir the pot, so it's like a plank, but it's harder because it's on a ball. And so for 60 seconds, just stir one way, 60 seconds the other way, and I'll go up and down. And then I'll do bird dogs, which focuses on the lower back, because again, the body is symmetrical. So if you work the abs, you got to work the lower back, you got to work the obliques, you work your biceps, you got to work your triceps, you work your chest, you got to work, everything kind of works hand in hand. The quads work with the hamstrings and vice versa. So you got to make sure you hit the whole core. So I'll do that here in a little bit, but I don't necessarily do sit-ups or like that. If I'm at the gym, I'll do I'll do a rope pull with weights and do crunches like that. And then I'll do leg lifts, because my legs weigh quite a bit. So they're the weights in itself. My suggestion is 100 sit-ups every day. That's what I used to do. So for me, again, I'm gonna lose weight by eating less, essentially. So I've dropped my calories. That's why I only eat 1,900 to 2,000 calories a day. All abs come from the kitchen, because the reality is, all too often we have too much fat sitting here. It's covering off your muscles. Doesn't actually mean you don't have abs. It just means we can't see them because we have too much fat over top of it. So all abs really comes from the kitchen. My man said yes with all disrespect. Yes, Christopher, with all disrespect. I was fully disrespectful there. I wasn't even trying to be humble. Like, don't come in here and say stupid shit like that. Come on now. Like, exercising is bad for you. Never a doctor's ever said that. Like, you know, like, you're right. Being fat and obese doesn't cause people to have heart disease and die in their early, like, 30s, 40s, and 50s, right? Like, heart disease is, like, one of the number one leading causes. Like, it's caused from obesity. Like, you're right. Be fat. Be proud to be fat. See, that's an excuse fat people make when they don't want to actually do better. They'll say stupid shit like that. They'll be like, Diet Coke's bad for you. It's got aspartame in it, and that's not good for you. While going to McDonald's and get an exercise Coke that has 700 calories in it on top of their Big Mac and their French fries. Their meal's got 2,000 calories in it that they're literally just eating for lunch. Mind you, my entire day caloric intake is 2,000 calories. They'll eat it in one setting, and then they'll eat a breakfast and then 2 snacks 2 later, and before they know it, they're at 6,000 calories a day and can't figure out why they're fat as fuck. Like, come on now. Dude, about to roid rage? Nah, man, if I was on roids, I'd have to turn sideways to walk through a door. Like, I think about doing roids. I thought about doing roids my entire life. Tons of my buddies did roids. I had a buddy that sold roids to buy more roids because that's how he bought his and afforded his, by selling other people's. So I've had opportunities, never done them because, well, first of all, I'm scared of needles, so I'm not about that life. And second of all, I'm very proud to say that I'm natural. I don't judge anybody that does roids or TRT or anything like that. Like, good for you. But for me, I'm just not about that life. Like, I'm too proud to be natural. Like, I'd be lying to you guys if I said I haven't thought about it. Great job exercising. Thanks, Premium. All right, guys, we're up to 30. I can't even talk. We're up to 30 likes so far, so keep smashing that like button. I would love to get up over 100 today, like we did yesterday. Keep hitting that like button. Head up. Hit that subscribe button. I would truly, truly appreciate it. And then after you hit the subscribe, hit that alert button, so that way every time I pop on live, my little happy face will pop up. You guys will see it. And I would truly appreciate and love that support, guys. We've been having fun the last couple weeks doing these lives, supporting people, educating people into fitness, and really changing people's mindset from removing motivation to adding in the word dedication. When we become comfortable being uncomfortable, that is when real change starts to happen. That's kind of crazy. He sold roids to get roids. Yeah, Christopher, he really did. He competed. He was jacked. He was maybe 5'6". Very nice dude. Like, it's funny because I talked to him, like, what about roid rage? Like, aren't you worried about roid rage? He's like, nah, man. He's like, roid rage is an excuse for angry people to be angry. He's like, so usually people who roid rage out are people that are already angry, and now they're looking for this to be an excuse for it. So he was like the nicest guy you'd never even know. So yeah, he never had the roid rage. He was nice. He was massive, and he got roids, then he resold them, and that's how he supported himself. And he did it for a long time and competed in bodybuilding and great. And eventually one day he said, just had enough of it and kind of quit. And he's living a happy life. I think he's married now, and good for him. Hit all the buttons. Yes, thank you. We back. Welcome in, Johnny. Welcome back, Alexis. Jimmy, welcome in. Yeah. Whew. All right. I think we're gonna have to add even more weight. I think this was way too easy last time. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. Thanks, guys, for all those likes. Appreciate it. How's everybody doing today? Y'all having a good day? I love it when people come in here and say some crazy shit. It makes me happy. The live would be boring without the trolls, guys. One of my favorite things about working out at home and having my own gym is, for the most part, I work out barefoot or just in socks. Like, I hate wearing shoes in the gym. Unless I'm doing very certain exercises, then I have to put shoes on. But for the most part, I work out with just my socks on. And even when I go to the gym, I'll work out with just socks on if I'm squatting. Like, I fully believe squats should be done barefoot. Ugh. Well, you look like, oh, is it Erica? That's crazy. You know how many people yesterday came in here and said I look like Ben Affleck? I'm gonna have to look this up because I just don't see it. But apparently that's a good thing because most people find Ben Affleck extremely attractive. So, like, are we talking like Batman Ben Affleck? Or are we talking like old man in the meme of Ben Affleck smoking a cigarette looking like he's on a 6th divorce? Like, which one? Because I guess those are two completely different conversations. I used to watch you in January 2005, and then I lost track. You lost a lot of weight. Yeah, man, I did lose a lot of weight. I've lost 84 pounds total. I was thicker than a Snickers, belly stuck out to here. I mean, I was fat, I was miserable, I didn't like myself. I was an embarrassment, and at a certain point, I just decided that I needed to do better. Had to take care better for myself and my family, and I just really locked in, and since then, I've lost 84 pounds total. Since January 1st, I've actually lost 18 pounds. So we're doing a 30-day challenge that I basically created by myself where I'll lift weights 5 days a week. I will do cardio 6 days a week at 65 minutes. And then I will do a perfect diet, which consists of a protein shake for breakfast every single morning, 2 scoops. And then I'll do 1 cup rice, white rice, 1 cup chicken, 1 cup broccoli. I eat that usually around 1. I eat another one of those meals around 4:30, and then at right around between 9:30 and 10:30, I eat 4 whole eggs, 2 egg whites, some kind of fruit, and a full cup of non-fat cottage cheese. So it's right around 2,000 calories a day. I've ate the exact same things for the last 17 days. How many of you guys in here can eat the same thing for 17 days in a row? 84 pounds, yeah, yep. I will admit, I definitely thought you would have fallen off. You're very rare, someone who actually follows through with it. Thank you, I appreciate that. Christopher says I'm very locked in. Yep, Christopher, I'm telling you, I'm stubborn. I'm dedicated. Nothing is going to beat this 30 days of perfection. All right, guys. So next I'm going to move into my ab workout. So I hate doing abs. I think doing abs are terrible. Most all abs are done in the kitchen. So, hey, Danny. Danny, you want to come down here for a second and help me out? Last time I saw you, I think you were meal prepping for the first day. Maybe. Dunkin' Muscles. I don't know who that is, but hopefully I got to get, my old name was Gretchen Wheeler. Okay, I think I remember you now, Gretchen. All right, guys, I'm going to have the wife come down here and help me out for a second because, well, I forgot to charge my old phone and I don't have a stopwatch. So, you want to be my timer for abs?
I'll grab my phone.
So, for abs, we're going to do a crunch and hold for 30 seconds on each side. And then from there, we're going to go into what I call bird dogs. And then from bird dogs, we're going to go into stir the pots. And then from stir the pots, we'll go to side planks to work on your obliques. So my ab workout by itself usually takes me roughly 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, depending on it. This way I don't really like to do it because it consumes a lot of time, where you get a lot of natural ab stuff throughout the day. While doing other exercises, while driving your car, everything should be held tight. But here we go. All right, 60 seconds, 30 on each side. Hold on a second.
Okay. This is really cold up here.
You ready?
Yep.
That's ahead of it in the 30 seconds already.
You're at 25.
Okay.
Switch.
Whoo!
What was that? 15 seconds. 10. 9.
Oh. Whew. Guys, how do we feel with the angle? Do we need to lower the camera a little bit, or do you guys feel like that's fine to be able to show the exercise? I feel like it's a little bit high. Huh?
Well, but when you get on the ball, it'll be fine.
Yeah, so I'll just lower it for just a minute. I ain't gonna lie, that I felt every second of that. I guess maybe it's because I'm used to being able to watch it, and maybe it's not as hard because I can see the clock clocking, like it ticking up and down. So, all right. What side did I do first? Was it my right side?
You did the other side.
First?
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yep.
So the key is you have to lift your opposite leg slightly above the ankle, crunch and hold. It's going to tighten up the top of your core all the way to the bottom abs. And you're going to crunch and you're going to hold for 30 seconds on each side. And it's going to burn like hell.
15 seconds to go. The lights are terrible. 5 seconds. Switch. You rushed the switch. 15 seconds.
Oh my God.
10 seconds. 8 seconds. 5. 3, 2, 1. Time. How long have we used to do those for?
15 seconds each side.
Oh.
So I've doubled the time since the beginning. Thank you for hit that like button, guys. I truly appreciate that. We're up to 40 likes now. So if you're new in here and haven't done so already, keep smashing that like button. I'd appreciate that. You can, if you want to let them missing out up there ramming that, it's gonna drive
Yeah,
me
but
crazy.
they're going to drive you nuts.
It'll be
down
fine,
here.
but they're gonna bother me more by ramming the door. All right, guys. So we've done our crunch and hold. Next, we're gonna go to our bird dogs. This is to strengthen your lower back. So you're gonna do opposite leg, opposite arm. So if this leg's out, this arm's out. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do a 30 seconds hold on each side. All right. All right, guys, watch out. All right.
Ready, set, go.
Make sure your toes pointed towards the ground or towards the ground. Your arms straight out. No.
Bailey, stop. Bailey, no. No. He doesn't want to be lit. 15 seconds.
Sorry, Bella.
Bella's like, come on, just give me down. There's been nuzzle. 3 seconds. Switch.
Hi, Bailey. Hi, Bowser. Oh, yep, that's right in the face.
Does it help pass the time?
It does.
10 seconds.
Oh.
Oh, hear that, Bailey? He loves his kisses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time.
Oh, okay. Whew. Welcome in, Big Fish. How's it going, guys? Keep smashing that like button. We're going to take about a 30-second break. We're going to head back to our... Hi, Bella. Hi, babies. Hi, babies. You're just a baby. You're just a baby. And then we're going to head back to our bird dogs before we move over to our stir the pots, which are the hardest of the core exercises. All right. Which one did we go? We went...
The other one.
This one's up first, right?
Yeah.
All right. Tell me to go.
Go.
Oh, your breast
Good.
stinks.
Bailey just chewed on my hair. You couldn't have. Say bye, Dad. Seconds.
Oh.
4, 3, 2, 1. Time.
All right. Let's lift this up ever so slightly. That's too high.
That's gonna be too high.
And I lifted up the wrong one, actually. I meant to do this one, I think. Okay. Huh?
Excuse me.
So next we're going to do stir the pot, guys. And in this, we're going to be on the bowl and we're going to do a 60-second rotation one side. You guys looking for a killer ab exercise at home? This is it.
Feet up. Okay. 30.
Huh?
30.
No, a minute.
What?
Yeah.
Holy hell. Alright. Ready or not? Go. Do you want updates?
No.
Or? Okay. Just gonna keep Keep going. Getting close. Time.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus is being.
What's up, Dylan? How's it going, buddy? Thanks for that like. Whew. Huh? All right, guys, so we stirred the pot right. So next we're gonna stir the pot left. So let's just start calling like to the right Helen, and then we could call to the left like Becky, and then up and down, because we all know women like to stir up shit, right? So change the name of this exercise.
Wow. Like, I appreciate that you didn't say Danny.
All right.
All right. Set, go. Got another light, Penny? Keep going. Slow and steady. Almost there.
Bailey, move!
Really?
Move!
He doesn't like kisses in this exercise. Fine.
She like stuck her nose like in my mouth.
Well, you know, the last exercise you liked them, so she got confused.
You're gonna have to go upstairs, puppies. You guys can't stay out of the way. What's up, sleepy ass? How's it doing, man? All right, guys. So we've stirred the pot left. We stirred the pot right. We're gonna go.
Up and down.
No, I think we're gonna go sideways next, and then we'll leave up and down for last. The worst part about this is like my shoulders are killing me.
Right.
So holding myself up after doing shoulders yesterday is a whole vibe right now.
Yeah, so you
Thanks, Alex. I appreciate it, Matt. So when I weighed myself this morning, I weighed in at 218.6, which is the lowest I've been since probably like my early 20s, maybe like 20, 21, maybe even my teens. So throughout my entire fitness journey since I got bigger, I've never been this size, so I'm ecstatic. Like my ultimate goal by the end of the month is to be down to 210. So I'm doing a safe, healthy way. I'm still eating 2,000 calories a day. I'm dieting, I'm exercising, I'm doing the best I can. You know, I lock in, I follow the diet, I follow the exercise, I move as much as possible. So really hoping to get there by the end of this month. If not, 30 days might turn into 40, 40 might turn into 60. We'll see what happens.
I need a cheeseburger before that.
All right, ready?
Ready. Go.
What's the time?
30 seconds.
I just
50 seconds. Go.
I just simply can't hold myself up.
I was gonna say just hold it, but yeah.
My shoulders are shot. Thanks, guys, for those likes. We're up to 45 likes. If one of you beautiful people in here haven't done so already, please hit that like button. Let's get up to 50 likes. I would truly, truly appreciate that love and support. Continue hitting that like button. I'm trying to fight through this the best as possible. The hardest part of doing these ab exercises is physically holding myself up. I did shoulders yesterday, so my shoulders are super fatigued today. I'm literally trying to push myself as hard as I can. You're in your prime again. Thanks, Sleepy. I'm trying, man. I feel like I am. I'm about to be in my best shape of my life at 40. This is where the individual that was coming in here yesterday saying, you know, I'm 43 and I got to do this, this, and this. I'm like, dude, you're making excuses. Stop making excuses, man. Like, I was pissing the guy off and I felt bad, but like, all 12, I got to take a day off. I can only work out every other day. No, you can't. You can work out 5 days a week. Stop making fucking excuses and show up. Like, all too often we make too many damn excuses on why we can't do things instead of locking in and actually doing the things. We talk more about it than doing it. You want to know how you'd be better than the person you were yesterday? By doing something. This theoretical idea that we have to write this perfect plan, you know, I'm going to spend months and months writing this plan. Implement the plan tomorrow and then continue writing the plan as you're implementing. That's how you get better. Just start. All too often we make excuses why I got to have this perfect plan. I got to set this stuff aside. Nah, man. Make that start tomorrow. And then continue writing the plan. Because if you start tomorrow, you're one step closer than you were. Then you know, 3 months now, you say you have to write it, you wrote up the perfect plan, but now you're 3 months behind than if you would have just started. All right, so this one's the hardest one. We're gonna go front and back. All right.
Oop.
Time. Oh, fuck!
50 seconds. I mean, you almost did it. You almost did it.
Like, I literally feel like my arms are gonna fall off.
They asked if you were going live tomorrow.
Yes, I will be going live tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure. When I get out of work, I'll be doing cardio. Probably, if I can get it out of work on time, it'll probably be 4:30-ish. But if I have to work late, it all just depends on when I get out of work. So, huh? Yeah. A bunch of them are starting to. I need to buy more. What? Alright. Alright, our last set we're going to go into, guys, which is called a crunch and hold, or move, Bowser. We're going to go into an oblique side hold. What's this say? You take, that's weird, that's something weird to say, Ben. Dylan, if I had to guess, like I think I said earlier, I think probably around like 4:30 if I got out of work on time. So, you try doing the Mike Tyson, what's the Mike Tyson push-up? There's not many push-ups I can do. I can have my son come and sit on my back and I can do push-ups on there. So, my chest is pretty strong, so push-ups have always been pretty easy for me. So we're going to do 15 seconds on each side. So that's all you have to keep track of, then I'm going to do the rest, all right?
Yep. Switch.
Okay. All right, that's one set. And then we got one more set of obliques and we'll be done. Just a second, guys. All right. Last set. Let's do 20 seconds on each side. All right. Watch out, Bailey.
Bowser and Bella. Ready? Go. Woo! Woo! You want to do that now?
Yeah, you can. All right, guys.
I want to stand right here.
We are done with, the dogs came to do something. All right, guys, we are done with lifting. I'm gonna move the phone over to the treadmill. We're gonna start cardio.
All right, let's go, puppies. Yeah.
Whew. Daddy's biceps in my face. Ugh. All right, guys. Actually, I'm gonna go turn this heat down for a second because it's hotter than Hades in here. All right. Let's get after this. 65 minutes of cardio. Ready, set, go. What's up, Limp Away? Welcome back in, Craig. What you have for dinner, buddy? Nelson, don't dive now, man. Nelson, I've done 65 minutes of cardio almost every single day. So, actually, but I am gonna pause this just so I can move this a little bit closer, guys. There we go. There we go. All right, yep. So part of my 30 days of perfection is doing that cardio 6 days a week for 65 minutes. So I would do over 24 minutes of cardio, or 25 miles of cardio in a week. Pasta and salmon, nice. Craig, did you use either protein pasta or did you use, what do they call that? Like wheat pasta, which is better for you. Welcome back in, Dylan. Guys, if you haven't done so already, double tap that screen, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, show some love and support. I would truly, truly appreciate it. Wheat pasta, nice. So guys, one of the worst parts about losing all the weight is none of my shorts fit me anymore. So I think I ordered 4 or 5 more pairs of shorts today. And I'm gonna have to throw away a bunch of these old ones because none of them fit anymore, which is exciting news. But at the same time, it's a pain in the ass. Oh. Thank you for whoever hit that like button. I truly appreciate it. Still not a fan of where this camera is, guys. I think I want it over here more. Okay, maybe that's it, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being overly picky tonight. There we go. All right, we'll do an extra minute too because we stopped, and so we'll do 66 minutes of cardio tonight to make up for the couple of stops. So, but we did a full back workout. We deadlifts. Deadlifts went terrible wrong. We pulled, what did we pull today, guys? 385 for 4, 405 for 4, 325 for 3 because my wrist strap came off, and then we pulled 335 for 1, and that was a whole thing. So the deadlift was a struggle, but we had a really good back workout. We did 4 sets of bent over rows, 4 sets of lat pull downs, 4 sets of straight arm pull downs. Then we went into abs, did a full ab workout from crunch and holds to bird dogs to stir the pots 4 different ways. So had a killer ab workout, and now we've got 63 minutes of cardio left. So show some love in the chat by double tapping that screen, hitting that like button. We are 2 likes away from 50 likes for this live, and I would truly appreciate that support. Thanks for whoever sending those hearts on the side. I appreciate that. Thank you for whoever put those likes in there. I appreciate that. Guys, it seriously goes a long way to help motivate me. And then not only that, but as the conversation happens in the chat, it really helps distract the brain while I'm out here doing cardio. Bebo, what's up? How you doing? I appreciate that. Thanks, guys. Thank you for whoever hit that like button. I appreciate that. We are up to 50 likes, guys. Nice. The goal was 100, but I don't think we're gonna get there today. I think we got to like 108 yesterday. I'm so dreamy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Not bad for an old guy. What up, B? Feel my flames. How's it going? Thank you, I appreciate that. Makes me feel good about myself. Doesn't take much to be nice to people nowadays, does it? It's easy to be nice, I'm telling you guys. Life's hard, work's hard, school's hard. You never know what the hell people are going through. Just a nice little compliment goes a long ways. I appreciate that. Warms my heart a little bit. It was pretty neat, you guys. Yesterday we made over, it's like almost 560 gems yesterday in different gifts. That was pretty cool. We got, I think it was 39 new subscribers yesterday. Yesterday's live was a good time. No, I'm serious. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm so glad that you're doing better. I hope you're feeling well. I love your heart. Thanks, I appreciate that. Not sure how to say your name because it's a bunch of letters, but I appreciate that. Thank you for that love and support. Guys, it goes a long ways for people to come on here and positive. It's funny because I like 2 different people. I love the trolls that come in here and call me names and do things like that because it allows me to create content and be funny. The opposite is like people like y'all coming in here being super sweet and supportive. It goes a long ways. Because someone like myself, when I was 300 pounds, I was 303. I hated myself. I hated how I look. I wore a shirt when I went to the gym, when I went swimming, made excuses. I don't want to get sunburned, but I was just fat and I didn't like myself. So at a certain point, I locked in, decided to make a change, and I'm out here now a completely different person. Now I'm out here trying to motivate everybody else. Because the reality is everybody else can do it too. You just have to lock in and want it. My stomach still hangs here. I'm still fat. I got extra skin here from the weight I've gained. I got extra skin here. Got extra skin on the inside of my thighs.
it is what it is at this point, but it's not going to stop me from locking in and getting to where I want to be. I'm not taking any injections. I'm not taking any oral pills. Hard work, dedication. I take pre-workout before I lift weights, and I take protein shake in the morning as a meal replacement. So those are the only 2 supplements I take. I don't take anything else. You look so amazing, bro. Thanks, Joshua. I appreciate that, man. I seriously do. He's so dreamy. Thank you. Do I have merchandise? Dylan, I don't have any merchandise. So I just originally started going live again and really focusing on the fitness stuff. So nowhere close to anything like that. But if I did, I definitely know what my shirts would say, because I have a few different sayings that I use over and over and over. And I'm just a firm believer of when we replace dedication, or when we replace motivation with dedication, we become a better person. Because motivation, we show up when we feel like it. Motivation is like we get that spark of energy, like, oh, I'm going to go do this because I'm motivated. Well, the reality of it is, take that, throw that out, replace it with dedication. Because dedication, we show up because it's on the schedule. So I always tell people, on Sunday, write out your schedule. Whatever your schedule is, that's what you should do for that week. It's that simple. So stay dedicated, remove motivation. The other thing is, when you get comfortable being uncomfortable, that's when real change in life happens. How old am I? I am 39. I will be 40 here in April. So I got massive, massive goals this year I want to achieve. My 3 goals for this year that I made on January 1st is I want to drop my body fat percentage down to 10 to 12%. I want to have a net worth of $1 million. And I want to read 1 book per month. So those are my 3 goals this year. So the hardest one by far is probably going to be the reading the book because of the time it takes. But I'm about 70 pages through Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Everything else will come naturally, most likely, as long as I just keep showing up and doing what I'm doing every single day already. So but guys, we got 19 y'all beautiful folks in here. Keep tapping that screen. Hit that like button. Show some love and support. I truly appreciate it. I'll be 30 in April. My goal is to run a 3K in April. Little, do you mean a 5K? Because I don't really think 3Ks exist. I could be wrong. But if you mean a 5K is 3.15 miles, 3.14 miles, something like that. So before I hurt my thigh, I was running a 5K right around 30 minutes. So I was averaging a little less than a 10-minute mile. You look so hot and young for 39. Thanks, people. I appreciate that, because you know what's funny? I get the opposite in here all the time from the trolls. And they always tell me how old I look, how awful I look, and I'm fat and stuff like that, which is funny because to me, it's like, well, I'll be almost 40, so I'm kind of old. I'm a social worker as my primary job, so social worker is an extremely stressful job, so that'll do it. And I also spent the last 3 years roughly working 80 hours a week to build an extremely successful business to now where I own 13 rental units. So I've been grinding out here. That's part of the reason I got fat, and now I'm trying to get the weight off. Yes, 5K, 3 miles. Yep, absolutely. So I just started running again, like I said, before it got cold out here in Michigan. And after about 3 weeks, I was able to run a 5K in 30 minutes. So I was pretty impressed with myself. 40 is old, right? I feel old. Remember me? What up, Brooke? How are you doing? You're 20? I wish I was 20. Be safe. Wow. Yeah, so little, I actually strained my quad because I did legs that day, so I had a really big leg day, lifted heavy weights, and then I was doing a step challenge at work. So normally I averaged about 14,000 steps a day, but a buddy of mine kept going higher and higher and higher. So then I ended up having like 22,000 steps in one day, and I strained my quad because I was trying to run after doing a heavy leg day, and it was awful. Like I couldn't lift weights and legs for like 8 weeks. And so I've already said I'll never run after leg day again. Like I'll do cardio like this, but I'll never run again. It's simply not worth it. Thank you guys for all that love and support. If you haven't noticed already, take this page, share it on your socials, share it on different platforms, show some love and support. make sure you hit that subscribe. And then after you hit that subscribe button, make sure you go up and turn that alert on. So I usually go live Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I would appreciate that love and support. It would mean a lot to me as I continue to try to grow this platform. We've grown right around 300 subscribers probably in the last week or so. So I would truly appreciate that support. I climbed K2 last year. I've always thought about doing mountain climbing stuff. Not mountain climbing, but like climbing up mountains. Like I don't want to do like rock climbing, like we were climbing, hanging on the side of a cliff. That sounds terrifying. Of course I can. Guess I don't know what Reaper means. But thanks. Appreciate it. I think I have a crush on you. Oh, that's kind of sweet. Sorry guys, I was just checking to see what time it was, and then of course I hit my phone and then it shakes for forever until it gets resteadied. Oh, we're almost 13 minutes into this cardio with another, what is that, 53 minutes to go. What's my leg workout? So my leg workout, I do 4 sets of heavy squats. So normally for me, I do like 275, 285, 295, 305, heavy sets of 4. So heavy sets of squats, 4 sets by 4. And then I'll do leg press. Usually my leg press, I don't know what the weights are, but I'll start with like 7 plates on each side of the leg press. So it's like 700 pounds, so like 800 pounds. I'll do 7 plates on each side. Then I'll do 8 plates on each side for 2 sets. How many ever reps I can get? Usually it's like 8 to 10. And then sometimes I'll then throw a 9th plate over there and get it for like 4 or 5. So that's that. Then I'll do stiff-legged deadlift sets of 12. So I try to do 4 sets of stiff-legged deadlifts because that's really, in my opinion, the best what you can do for your hamstrings. So I'll do stiff-legged deadlifts, and then from stiff-legged deadlifts, I go to seated leg extensions to work your hamstring or your quads. And then I do the, I don't know, I call them the girly machines because I don't know what they're called, but what is it, like the ab adductor or whatever, like the machines. And then I do 6 sets of calves. So my calf raises, I do 2 sets this way, 2 sets this way, 2 sets this way, for a total of 6 sets. So what is that? 4, 8, 12, 16, and then 2 and 2, 20. So I do 26 sets roughly for leg day. Jeez, please, no wonder that takes me so long. I started 2 years ago. Someone called me a... Ezra, I'm sorry, man. That's a bummer. You don't do anything, you just don't feed energy into it, man. That's trying to get me in trouble here. I ain't gonna lie, that last comment was funny as hell. I'm not supposed to laugh at that, but that, yeah, like come on now, I feel like y'all set me up for this. Well, wasn't it, remember the Titans? Where, you know, after they won the game against the racist team, he walks up, throws a banana at the guy. The guy just takes his hand and doesn't say anything else, just keeps moving. The day after the, you know, the white refs tried to rig the game. So, maybe my man's onto something about throwing a banana at him. Maybe. But either way, that shit's funny as hell. Yeah, that's what I say. Life's too hard, man. That's why I like when the trolls come in here. I love it. I love saying off the wall stuff, having a good time with life. Life's hard, man. Like, there's no manual out here. We're all trying to do our best. So, come in here, crack some jokes, laugh it off, have a good time, and try not to take things too seriously. Limp Away with those gems. Thank you so much, Limp Away. I appreciate that. I love the support. Can you shout out my friend? Your friend's gonna have some ridiculous names, and you're gonna try to get me to say it inappropriate. Let's see it. Let's hear it. See more butts. Amanda Hug and Kiss. Ah, there we go. Let's see. Who's Janus? Come on now. My generation created those things. Y'all act like I haven't seen an episode of South Park with The Simpsons. Come on now. I've been around once or twice. I do my leg workout by Greg Pitt or Plittle. Alright guys, we got 22 of y'all beautiful folks in here. Not all 22 of y'all have double tapped that screen. It doesn't cost y'all and it helps support me. Double tap that screen. If you don't like me, double tap it like you're punching me in the face. If you do like me, then just double tap and hit that support. I'd appreciate it. Then head up right there, tickle that subscribe button, you know, rub it ever so nicely. Oh, make it weird. And then head up and hit that alert button. I would truly, truly appreciate that love and support, guys. Whew. It's funny, the hardest part about the cardio isn't even actually doing it itself. It's bored. Like, I get so bored while I'm on the treadmill. Like, when I'm at Planet Fitness doing my cardio, I'll be over here like flailing, start doing the chicken dance. Like, you'll see me scrolling like videos or whatever. Like, I'm out here just living my best life. I don't care. I got people staring at me from all around the place. Because I'm big as shit, you know. I'm still 6'3", 2'8", or 220, 218. So naturally people like this guy's crazy. Like he's psychotic. He's dancing, you know. I might start, you know, doing the chicken wobble just to have a good time with it. Because again, as long as I can keep myself distracted, 65 minutes is nothing. But it's boring at a certain point. Like your energy, bro, in 2026 is ours. Yeah, absolutely, man. Yo, man, appreciate doing cardio. 6 days a week. So my cardio right now, 6 days a week, 65 minutes each session. So the only day I don't do cardio is on Thursday. So that's my natural built-in day off. But I'm gonna have to take a look at it, my schedule next week, because I start working my second job again at the hospital. So I work a lot of like 16, 17-hour days. So I'll have to retake a look at my schedule. Because a lot of days I'll leave the house at like 7:30 and I won't get home till 10, 11 o'clock at night. So I won't be able to work out those days. So I'll have to rearrange my schedule. Like your energy, bro. Absolutely, man. I like your beard. It's nice. Look, thanks. I appreciate that. I take pride in my beard. I groom it. I got the beard conditioner. I got the beard oil, the beard shampoo. I comb it every morning. Like this, I care about this. I could shave off and not have a care in the world. Like, I don't care about my hair. Like, my beard's where it's at. I lost 60 pounds, but I haven't done enough work. Thanks, Barney. Barney, I appreciate that. So all you gotta do is just lock in, write up a plan, and follow that plan. And the neat thing is, guys, we have AI that gives us unlimited free information. Go to AI, go to ChatGPT, say, hey, I weigh this, I want to lose weight, write me up a plan, and they'll do it for you. Tell them what your parameters, tell them how many days you want to do, tell them how long you want to work out, tell them what access you have to things, whether you're going to go to the gym or you're going to do it at home. It'll write you up a whole plan for free in less than 30 seconds. What time is it in Michigan? It is 8:41 exactly right now. Well, Dylan, I appreciate the time here. Guys, we are 1 like away from 55 likes, so someone smash that screen. I truly, truly appreciate it. And if someone's able to pop out and pop back in, tell me how many subscribers we have right now. I'm just kind of curious how well we're doing today. Do you work out mostly in the evenings? Limp away, yeah. I'm not a morning person. I do not like to wake up early. Like, I stay up. Like, I didn't go to bed last night until probably like 3:45 or so. So I went to bed at like 3:45 in the morning, and I was up at like 8:45, you know, because my kid had a basketball game this morning, so I slept 5 hours. I did not adult well, but it is what it is, and we're here grinding. But back in the day when I had a different job and I used to have to be to work at 6:30, those days I used to get up at like 4 and I would do cardio beforehand and then lift weights in the evening, but I don't like to wake up early. I would rather stay up late and then sleep in. So I prefer to work out in the evening. And basically I was told to not worry about separating my cardio and lifting, so I do them back to back. Like I used to take a 30-minute break to an hour break, but a friend of mine who's also a personal trainer was like, that's stupid. Like just go. Do your cardio right afterwards. So that's what I started doing. Nice, thanks Dylan. But yeah, so my workouts take anywhere between 2 hours to 2.5 hours, depending on what I'm doing. So today, it'll be closer to that 2 hours and 20 minutes, 2.5 hours, because it takes me about an hour to lift back. It takes me about 20 to 30 minutes to do abs, and then 65 minutes on the treadmill for cardio. So the total workout will take roughly 2.5 hours. What is 9 plus 10? Well, I mean, we just doing basic math here, like spouse. I mean, 19, like are we trying to get to like a 6, 7 thing? 8, 9? Like this is what we're doing here? 6, 7! 6, 7! That's all I hear all damn day long from my kids. Your dedication is an inspiration. Thanks, Lipboy, I appreciate that. That's the whole goal. So that's the whole reason I started streaming again and just trying to be positive. I had several friends I either worked with, I had several friends that I went to school with that started sending me messages on Facebook and just saying, hey, you're a huge inspiration. Keep posting stuff, keep giving us updates, keep doing this. They're like, I've lost 30 pounds. I had another friend that was like, I've lost 80 pounds. They're like, we love it. I had another friend message me and say, hey, I don't want to comment on your post. I'm a really personal person, but I want to let you know that I love your stuff. He's like, I've lost 11 pounds. We're almost the same weight. He's like, I appreciate you. He's like, keep it up. And so I'm like, man, well, how else can I give back? I'm thinking over here, like, what else can I do? So I'm like, let's start streaming again. Let's start posting more daily videos. And then that's how I came up with my 30 days of perfection, was these people basically telling me of like, hey, you're inspiring me by doing these things. So I'm like, okay, so how do I continue to inspire people and to challenge people? Like, if I make it harder for me, people that still want to do it but don't want to fully challenge themselves, they can still do it. So for me, I had to up the game, which is the 30 days of perfection. So for the last 17 days, I've eaten the exact same thing every single day at the exact same time, roughly every single day. So every morning I have a protein shake. I'll start out with black coffee, and then I have a half a protein shake at 10, another half a protein shake at noon. I eat my first meal of 1 cup white rice, 1 cup chicken, 1 cup broccoli at 1. I ate that same exact meal at 4:30, and then at roughly 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, I have my last meal of 4 eggs, 4 whole eggs, 2 egg whites, some fruit, and a whole cup of cottage cheese. And a lot of people will be like, why are you eating 4 whole eggs? That's a lot of fat. Well, the 4 whole eggs is the only fat I get in my diet pretty much. So I was told by multiple personal trainers to go from 2 whole eggs to 4 whole eggs because I needed to increase the fat in my diet. Trevor, I love and appreciate the support, but please don't spam the chat. Who are you trying to lie to? I'm lying. Okay, Trevor, what am I lying about, bro? Oh, I love trolls. Ooh. Let's hear it. Trevor, what am I lying about, buddy? The fact that I've eaten the same day, same exact thing for the last 17 days? Or the fact that I show up and I do my cardio every day? Or I lift weights? Because there's receipts on here that shows it. And then my best friend who does a lot of my working out with me, he's there. I was at my kid's basketball game today where everybody's eating candy, nachos, and I'm eating a bowl of broccoli, chicken, and rice, cold as shit, because there's no, microwave to go warm it up at the basketball game. So it's just me just sitting there eating it while the crowd's staring at me like I'm some kind of fucking weirdo. But it is what it is. So, and if you really want proof, go back and look at my pictures on January 1st, how fat I was. And then even go back a year and look how fat I was. When I was 303 pounds, gut sticking out to here, face was swollen. I looked just disgusting. So, I bring fully receipts in everything I do. And not only that, but my fat ass is on a treadmill right now. So, that's kind of funny. Almost fell off the treadmill. Almost fell off the treadmill again. What up, Spence? I was wondering if you were going to get on, buddy. See, I almost fell twice, back-to-back times. Do you believe in fasting? That's what helped me exercise and eating better. Plus, so, what is it? Pray. I'm just going to say prayer because that's easy because I can't see what the name is. I think fasting works for certain people. For me, I'm not big fans into fasting. Like, I fast a little bit in the morning. So basically, I get up at 7. I drink black coffee until 10, so I don't eat anything between 7 to 10, so I guess that's a little bit of fasting. I then drink 200 calories of a protein shake at 10, and then another 200 calories at 11 or at 12. So for me, I don't want to have too many. I don't want to fast for too long because I don't want to burn the muscle I built. I spent 20 years building the size I have, and I don't really want to lose any muscle. So, but if you're not overly concerned about losing muscle and you just want to lose fat and weight, then fasting absolutely works great. I just would encourage people to always start your morning with either black coffee or tea, because that's the best way to start your metabolism in the morning. How many calories are you doing? Dobson, so I don't necessarily do calories, I do time. And so I do 65 minutes at a 4-point speed, which usually ends up being 4.3 miles. So, yeah, it just occurred to me that I didn't jump on. That's all right. I want to bite your nipple. Well, thanks, Will. I appreciate that. I understand. I get the urge to bite people all the time. Kind of an angry person. When I hang out with Spencer, I get really angry, guys. He makes me even angrier. I think it's because he's loud and agitating. Probably should talk to somebody about that. Oh. All right, guys, we are 29 minutes into cardio, which means we got another 37 minutes to go. Thompson, I just subbed. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Again, guys, sometimes if you're a girl, let me know if I'm calling you man or whatnot. You guys got to remember that the words come across my screen yay small, and so I do the best I can to see. I can't see the pictures from this far away, so feel free to correct me. I promise you won't hurt my feelings. Jesus loves me. Oh, that's cool. That's good to know. I'll take that, put that in my pocket, and save that for later. When I'm sad, I'll pull it back out and be like, oh, there it is. You are on TRT? No, Peter, I'm not. I'm not on anything. I'd be lying to tell you if I haven't thought about it. Because I want to be those dudes that are big enough where I have to turn sideways to walk through a door. But nah, man. I'm as natural gets. I eat incredibly healthy. I eat 200 grams of protein a day. And I do the cardio and I lift heavy. So I love lifting weights. I've been lifting weights since I was probably 13 years old, on and off. But no, I'm not on TRT. None of that or anything like that. Not in any kind of GLPs to lose weight. Just old fashioned, grinding it out and showing up every single day. Putting boots to asses, you know? Old school, pull it up by your bootstraps. All too often we make excuses on why we don't achieve shit simply because we're lazy. And I'm the complete opposite of that. No, bro, he loves you much. He died for you. Yeah. My dream is to have 1 million subscribers. Well, good luck, Dylan. I hope you get there one day, man. So for me, if I'm not streaming during my workout, like if I'm at like Planet Fitness working out, one of the things I do is I'll scroll YouTube Shorts and I'll comment and like all videos for small streamers, especially if it has to do with fitness. Anybody that's like super small, I'll comment on all their stuff because it helps really. I watch the entire video, helps push it back out to the For You page, and it's just if small content creators supported each other, it would go a long ways into pushing it back out to the For You for everybody. So that's one of the things I do. I was diagnosed with, whatever that, when I was 24. I'm now 30. Love the enthusiasm. Peter, what is that? Explain to me what that is. Same, Dylan. Good. That's so for me, a small creator and give them love and support than someone who's already got a 500,000, subscribers. So I don't really talk religion here because here's the thing: is if I say yes, I'm going to upset half the people. If I say no, I'm going to upset the other half of the people. And so the reality of it is, everything in here I want to be positive. And so we don't talk politics, we don't talk religion, we don't talk about any of the foreign policies that are going on like that. We strictly stay positive here. We talk about goals we're achieving. We've talked about things that, an individual came in here the other day, was telling me that they've been 3 months sober. We celebrated that. We talked about people who have lost weight, people who have got new jobs, like anything that's positive, or, people are having a hard time losing weight, people need some advice, we can talk about that, because we're talking them up to encourage to do better, but we're not going to specifically talk things like that could, what would be considered controversial, because, again, like, life's hard. You never know what the hell anybody's going through. You never know what anybody's stressors are. You never know what anybody's purpose of being on social media is. And so for me, if this could be just a positive, uplifting place for people where I crack some jokes, y'all crack some jokes, we say some inappropriate stuff, nobody gets offended, and we keep it moving. It's when you no longer produce normal testosterone levels in my 20s, which is... Oh man, so Peter, I'm guessing you have to take testosterone boosters, obviously, probably, what? Is it you get monthly injections? Is it daily injections? Like, what do you have to do to keep your testosterone up? I would love to hear you educate me, so I'd appreciate that. I checked my channel and I have 1 subscriber. Well, Dylan, it's better than some people, so keep it up, man. Keep posting your videos. Once you get, I think it's like 250 subscribers, you can start going live, finding a niche. Like, you gotta start grinding, man. Josh says stunning. Oh, thanks, Josh. I appreciate that. Guys, if we get 2 more likes, I'll give you all a flex. You guys can let me know what you think. So 2 people need to double tap that screen. Let's get to 58 likes. And we'll get that flex. Show you guys the biceps and the abs. There's 1. We need 1 more of y'all beautiful folks to hit that like button. We'll give you a flex. Show you what the biceps looks like. Maybe we'll flex the chest a little bit. There we go. Thank you guys for that, for those 2 likes. I truly, truly appreciate you guys. All right, so there's the biceps. So I always feel like this one looks better than this one, because if this one was torn a little bit in the past, get down here, we'll flex the abs, get the chest up, flex the chest, the shoulders. Dylan, you have 2 videos? Nice. So for me, I try to post 2 videos a day, like 2 shorts. I try to focus on like roughly 12 seconds long, but I don't always get there. I try to do my best. I usually take I take daily, used to take 2 weekly. I use an insulin needed now. Used to have. Okay. Nice, Paige. So do you have to, what does that put it at? Like, do you have an advantage now with working out because you're on that and you can essentially raise it higher than a normal person? Does it level, or is it still a disadvantage? Like, how does that work? Are you wearing boxers? Yes. I have to wear boxers during cardio because if not, I'll get massive chafing and nobody's got time for that. Like, get those fat legs rubbing together. It's like sandpaper. I'd show you guys, but nobody wants to see that. Dylan says, don't give up. Thanks, Dylan. I appreciate that. Do you know that Jake Paul, is he? Oh, good for him. Who cares? Be gay. Love people. Like, go find a real problem. Can you show us your underwear? That's a weird question for one man to ask another man. Unless you're best friends, then you say super homophobic things all the time because you're best friends and that's what you do. But it's a weird thing to say to another man on the internet. Your nipples looking at the ground. Well, that's because I used to be super fat and now I'm not. So they're hanging low. I'm gonna say Kayla, thank you so much. I truly, truly, truly appreciate that gift. Thank you. That was very, 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 very thoughtful of you. I truly appreciate that. What's up, buddy? Can I see it? Spencer, yes, I'll show you the next day. I'll show you my underwear. Absolutely, buddy. What's up? Want to say hi to people? So I don't think you're gonna be able to actually get on camera because it's pointed like this way, but you can say hi. No. Depends how responsive you are and your doctor. I pay a lot for my doctor. I asked them for a higher dose, and I asked for a higher dose, and they tell me it's a risk factors. I signed a piece of paper, and they, sweet Peter. Well, that's awesome, man. Thank you so much, Jake, for that New Year's gift. I truly appreciate it, man. That was awesome. I think that was 100 gems or 120 gems, something like that. Thank you so much. 100x, probably like 130 gems. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate that love and support. And for those gifts, guys, you guys have been truly amazing. If y'all beautiful folks haven't done so already, double tap that screen, hit that like button. After you hit that like button, go up there, tickle that subscribe button, give it a little tickle, make it weird. After you do that, hit that alert button. So every time you see my beautiful face pop on, it'll alert you guys, and I can be a ray of sunshine in your life. Treadmills don't do anything. You're right. They. Thanks, Jake. Appreciate it. Sorry, buddy. Like I said, it's hard because I'm on a treadmill.
It's too tall.
It is too tall. Thank you for whoever hit that like button. I appreciate it, guys. We are 8 likes away from 70 likes for this live, and we still got 26 minutes of cardio to go. So we're out here grinding away. I appreciate and love that support. If you're interested in it, I could tell you my doctor's info. Peter, no. Like, I mean, I'd be lying. Yes. Like, if I haven't thought about taking steroids or TRT or anything like that, I would be absolutely lying to every single person here. But at the end of the day, I'm also very proud that I'm natural and not taking any kind of advancements. So I appreciate it, but I'm good. Your situation is completely different because obviously you're not producing enough naturally, so you have to have it. So it's different. Peter, I have considered, because you can do like home tests and send them in to get your levels checked. I have thought about that. Give it faster, Kathy says. Give what faster, Kathy? What's up, buddy?
Guess what?
What?
The Buffalo Bills lost to the Denver Broncos in the playoffs.
Oh, man.
33 to 30 in overtime.
That's a bummer.
They really want to win now.
I don't know. Let's talk after live, okay?
Okay.
Get it faster, Kathy. I'm on a treadmill, man. I ain't running after anybody. Like, you want me to, like, should I go? Like, does that make you happy? Maybe I should flop like a fish.
What?
All right, flop like a chicken. Like, maybe we should do the chicken dance. Almost fell. Oh, I'm out of breath, guys. Big and slow. Look, now I'm sweating over here.
Oh, look. Okay, see ya.
I'm 5'10", 290 when I found out I was low. Peter, I was 303. I'm now down to 220. I'm 6'3".
He's almost there.
I'm almost there. Audie, I'm sorry, whatever. What's my age? I'm 39 years old.
He looks like
I'll be 40. I look like I'm 70. Damn, bro.
Not. I think younger.
Oh, I look younger now.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be 40 here in April, so not bad for a guy that was
I'm
extremely
19.
overweight 14 months ago and wasn't a 3XL shirt, or 2XL shirt, 40 size waist. Now I'm down to a 40 or 30, 34 waist. I've lost 84 pounds total, so I'm out here just grinding day in and day out. But thank you guys so much for all of those gems. That was truly appreciate that love and support, guys. It really does make me feel good. It really does want me to keep streaming and continue to be positive and motivating to other people.
I feel like
You test and trend. No, but I need to start screenshotting or having Spencer screenshot when people ask me if I'm on trend or testosterone boosters, because the fact that I'm all natural and people accuse me of that all the time, I absolutely love it because I must be doing something right. I must be looking decently good for people to be like, you're on this, and this. Because it's funny, like, I hate myself. I hate how I look. Like, I think I'm fat. Like, I see my belly hanging over here. Like, I see this here. Like, I don't like my biceps don't ball up enough. And so when I have people come on here and say, you're on test or roids or whatever, really does make me feel good about myself. I would send $1, but my dad said no. Oh, Dylan, you're good, man. Like, I just appreciate you being here. being part of the chat. Helping distract me is one of the biggest things you guys can do while I'm on the treadmill. Training is a bad idea, my friend. Absolutely. Bro, you're 40, bro. You need tests? Nah, man. How many 40 years olds look like me? Or, you know?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. So I'll continue doing what I'm doing naturally and keep progressing. I'm good.
I feel like you have not go live like since like January.
Oh, you weren't saying that? Okay. Sorry, Dominique. I get too many trolls that come in here and accuse me of being on things when I'm simply not. Like, I think about it all the time, but I'm scared of needles. I don't even like to get like my blood drawn.
I didn't really do.
Yeah.
I got my first basketball.
Oh, hey guys. So my oldest son is down here. He's kind of hanging out right now. You guys can't see him. He's right off to the side. He had a basketball game today. He got his first basket of the year. So.
Oh, and last year. I didn't get one in last year.
And so he's pretty excited. He's on the 4th grade team. And
I feel like
he got his first basket. So it was super cool today. We all celebrated. It was great.
And then after you had like.
My dad is 44, 5'7", better shape than me. Yeah, Peter, you better start putting in that work. Good work, man. Jesus loves you. Thanks. Thanks, Ben. I'm going to take that and put that in my pocket. I'm going to save it for later. When I get sad, I'll pull it back out. Appreciate that. Just do TRT. Nah, I'm good. Hell yeah, buddy. Kick butt. People say good job. That's what's up, man. As a dad, basketball season's weird because I have one son that's in 3rd grade basketball, the other's in 4th grade. They played in completely different towns, so we had to go to 2 games from 11 to 12, drive an hour to the next place, and then 2 games right after. So basically from like 9:45 to 5 o'clock today was spoken for with basketball games for the kids. So
we got home at like 6 o'clock.
it was pretty cool. I got 3 boys. I can't wait for a sports game. Oh, Peter, it's great. So both my boys play basketball. My youngest plays football. I'm that dad that I don't want to be a fool that's screaming on the sidelines or acting an idiot. But I will be that dad that paces up inside the fence or like the football game. I won't yell because I like parents like that need to cut that shit out. But like I'm nervous. I'm walking up and down the fence. Like I'm following them up and down the field. Like I get all excited. It's pretty cool.
He loves sports. He wants to play sports.
How much weight did you lose from your peak? Ryan, I lost 84 pounds. So I was 303 pounds, fat as fuck, stomach sticking out to here, face was all swollen up. Like my wife couldn't even put her arms around me. Like she would hug me like this because I was so fat. Like my muscle wasn't defined. I was disgusting.
I think it was like Florida or when we went to the.
It was when we went to the Dells in Wisconsin when I hurt myself. And that's when I decided I had to make a change.
Yeah.
And since then I've lost 84 pounds by just sheer grit and determination. Your dad's that guy, Peter. That's awesome, man. The Italian blood. Yeah, I work a lot. I work like 4 or 5 different jobs, but I never miss any of my kids' sporting events. So they are my top priority.
We're gonna miss our next.
I'm gonna try to get Saturday off.
I know.
You work Saturday and you guys have games Saturday and Sunday.
No, that's Will.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to get Saturday off for you guys.
I think.
Ryan says, congrats. Ryan, thank you. I appreciate that, guys. We are 2 likes away from 65 likes. Double tap that screen, guys. Head up, hit that subscribe button. Show me some love. I would truly appreciate it. And if somebody could log out and then come back in, tell me how many subscribers are that are listed right now. I would truly, truly appreciate that support. I live in Wisconsin most of the time, or most of my life. Peter, that's a funny story. So we went and visited my wife's brother-in-law in Wisconsin, and then that's when I changed my life. We were at the Wisconsin Dells Park.
It was the bathroom. No.
And the weight limit to the slide was 280 pounds. I weighed 303 at the time. I went down the slide. I flipped over on the thing. I hurt myself because I was over the weight limit and I shouldn't have rode it. And went back to our room, broke a couple toes, went back to the room that night and was like, Brandon, you're fat. You're an embarrassment. You're wearing a shirt at an inside water park because you're too scared to take your shirt off because you're fat. Like, what are you doing with your life? Like, just sat down there and just self-reflected. And I said, you know what? It's Saturday. I'm going to eat what I want. Sunday, we're still going to be on vacation. I'm going to eat what I want. Monday, we are going to completely lock in. Monday, I locked in, started my diet, started lifting weights, started doing cardio. So back then, I was only doing like 40 minutes of cardio. I thought 40 minutes of cardio was a big deal. I was doing 40 minutes of cardio like 4 days a week. I was lifting weights. I started losing some weight, started feeling better. I was eating 5 meals. Well, I was eating 3 meals and 2 protein shakes a day for 5 meals total. And I was just like, as I was progressing, things are getting better. I'm slowing down, and I'm just like, dang, I'm not where I want to be. So then I got rid of a meal. I went from 40 minutes of cardio to 65 minutes of cardio. And now it's just like things are really starting to take off now that I've done that. And so since then, I've lost 84 pounds. I've packed on a bunch of muscle. I've gone down 2 shirt sizes. I've gone down 4 pant sizes. I've had to buy a whole new wardrobe. Like, my confidence is up, but at the same time, I'm still my own worst enemy. Like, body dysmorphia is real, and I absolutely hate how I look. Like, I absolutely hate it. Like, I'm like, I'll look in the mirror, like, bro, you fat. Like, fat. Which is funny, because imagine, like, how much I hated myself back when I was 303. But I have a goal, I have an idea of what I want to look like. Until I get to that point, I'm not going to be happy, and I'm not going to settle. Can you be my friend? Like, Dylan, you want, I also subscribe to your channel, Dylan, if I remember. I got you, man. I still wear shorts swimming. It's body dysmorphia. Yep, as I said, 100%, Peter. I also have body dysmorphia, but you're jacked. Thanks, Banana Dude. I appreciate that. And the more I go live, and the more people that tell me those things, it really does make me start to feel good about myself. It really helps with like the body dysmorphia. But the reality of it is, like, I have a mindset of what I want to look like. Like, I want to have like that V taper that comes down, and that'll start to happen when I lose about another 10 to 15 pounds. So according to like AI, when I ran all of like the stats and stuff like that, I'm probably somewhere between 13 to probably 16% body fat right now. I want to get down to 10 to 12%. Once I get down to roughly 10 to 12%, I'll take a picture. I'll put it in AI. AI will estimate it for you. Once they do that, if it tells me I'm at 10 to 12% estimation, I'm then going to schedule an appointment down in Grand Rapids. They have a Dexcom scanner down there, and it'll give you an official body fat. I think it's like $200 to get the Dexcom scan done, and I'll get an official body scan done. It'll tell me what my body fat percentage is, and then I'll go from there. You know, if it tells me I'm 10 to 12, then my next goal will be to get down to 8%, and I would like to walk on stage and do a bodybuilding competition. I know I won't win. I know I'll probably face dead last. I'm okay with that, but it's something I've always wanted to do my entire life. And so for somebody who is incredibly overweight to, you know, be 8% body fat, I'll walk on stage and take my last place medal and be extremely happy with it. What worked for me is avoiding mirrors, looking in mirrors once every few weeks. It'll be a lot healthier. So Banana Dude, right now I'm in 30 days of perfection, so I'm tracking my stuff every single day, so maybe I'll do that after my 30 days of perfection. Glow, yes dude, you're looking better than this, and you know you can still do better. You got it, anyone says. Thanks, Glow, I appreciate that. What's up? I got 16 minutes.
Okay.
What's my bulking plan? Peter, I don't plan to bulk again. At least I don't have a plan right now. I've done the bulking, I've done the powerlifting. At one point I was deadlifting 515. I was bench pressing 395. I was, you know, squatting close to 400. Like, my goal is to look pretty for the summer. Like, that's it right now. So continue grinding out. I want to be able to walk outside and just be confident. Like, that's really what it comes down to. If you work harder than everyone else and want to be better than everyone else, I think it comes last. It's unrealistic when you work the hardest. Well, I do work the hardest, and I do want to be the baddest. Nobody does what I do. I am the outlier. I am the enigma. I am Batman. Because, again, for the last 17 days, I've eaten the exact same thing, roughly the exact same time, for the last 17 days straight. And I will continue doing it for the next 30 days until this gut disappears. I do 65 minutes of cardio 5 days a week, or 6 days a week. I lift weights 5 days a week. I'm at roughly $2,000 to $3,000 calorie negative every single day. So I am the outlier. People don't do what I do. People don't diet like I do. So that's how I've been able to lose the weight in such a fast period of time in a healthy way while still consuming 2,000 calories a day. Savannah, I'm sorry to hear that your mom passed. Dylan says, when do you want to go do a bodybuilding show? If you don't really have a plan, if I can get down to 8% body fat, then I would probably do it. I have a friend of mine, she used to compete way back in the day. She's older, she owns a gym. I'd probably use her to teach me posing and stuff like that. But again, like I said, I don't expect to win. This bicep's jacked up, so it's uneven from this bicep from when I had tendonitis. But at the end of the day, it's all about personal goals. And a personal goal for me would just walking on stage would be a win. Walking on stage and not embarrassing myself would be a win. All right, guys. I need 4 of y'all beautiful folks to double tap that screen. Let's get up to 70 likes. Let's get up to 70 likes. Double tap that screen, hit that like button, show some support. I would truly, truly, truly appreciate that. Mike, that's what I'm talking about. So just walking on the stage in itself is a win for me. If I can be at 8% body fat walking on stage, I've already won, man. It's something I've always wanted to do. I have friends that were on roids at a younger age, in my early 20s, that all competed in bodybuilding. They're all jacked up, and I was always jealous then. But me being in my 40s to be able to do it would just be, I don't know. I can't, I think it would be up there, and this probably sounds silly and stupid, but for someone who's always wanted to do this, it'd be up there with the birth of my children, of that level of excitement and of a win, because it's always something I wanted to do since my early teen years, but I've just never locked in enough to do it. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now. We can both be that guy and can't be embarrassed, right, Peter? Because if I put in max effort, and I still aren't there, I can at least say that, hey, I gave it my all. I showed up every day and gave it hell. And that's all we can do. Glow says, hell yeah. W mindset. Thanks, Glow. Appreciate that. There's all the Roy dogs putting in half the work, definitely making in this stage. And Glow, that's the thing, is all these people on social media, all these influencers, all these people that that look great and they're just massive. It's good for them. I'm proud of you, but you've taken an injection to get where you're at. You haven't done it naturally. You've cheated. But again, they're willing to injure their body or take a cheat as a way to get where they want, and it's going to make them money. They might get social media famous, and good for them, but they're shaving years off their life. How many of those people in the bodybuilding community have died recently of heart failure? And I'm talking in their early 30s, 40s, 50s, dying because they're on these massive amount of roids and TRT and all this other stuff. And they're sacrificing it. And so part of me is proud of them because they're willing to sacrifice part of their lives to present a certain image. So good for them. The other part is I'm not willing to shorten my life to impress people out there who don't actually care about me. So it's give and take. When you're a heavy, did you have gyno? Is that where you have women boobs? Now I've always had such a big chest, strong chest, that I've never had that problem, if that's the question you're asking. I notice the only time I really have anxiety problems is when I'm not going after my goals 100%. A lot of my anxiety comes from lack of effort and lack of doing better. Me and Spencer still here, I always tell people, the number one way I don't cause damage to other human beings is when I go to the gym. That's my out. I'm battling demons every time I go to the gym. I had an extremely traumatic childhood. I went through hell. And so every time I go through the gym and I can get out that trauma and I can get out those demons, then I feel better and I'm rejuvenated for the next day. And a lot of people who haven't been through that stuff don't understand it. All these roided up dudes either die or can't physically walk anymore just for the opinion of others. 100% Glow. And it is, but again, at the end of the day, by taking those stuff, look at Liver King as a perfect example. Lied about being on roids for a long time, but it grew him a massive platform. That massive platform made him a millionaire and he made a shit ton of money. And so it worked for him. But it also caused him to go crazy. But you look at all these other people out there, I'll write it up, you know. I'll give you like Brian Shaw and what's the other one that I follow? Eddie Hall. You know, these professional powerlifters. They're all rated up. Like, good for them. They're massive. They're breaking records, you know. The Mountain Thor. They're breaking records. They're doing great things out there. They're great people. They're funny. They give back to the community. But at the end of the day, they're most likely going to die younger than they would because of the stuff they're on. But they've created a massive platform by taking these, and that platform allowed them to become rich, and becoming rich allowed them to provide for their family. So there's the give and take with everything we do in life. THC is therapeutic dose, not dangerous as long as the numbers are in range. Yeah, 100%, Peter. Like I said, yours is completely different because it's for a medical reason. It worked, yeah, but now he's losing his mind and reputation. Yep, 100% Glow. I agree. Running exposed who you are both physically, but also, more importantly, mentally. If I lift, but I also run for 30 minutes a week. So, I'm guessing it's Matt or Matthew. Matthew, let me tell you right now. The human brain will quit way before the human body does. Let me say that again. The human brain will quit way before the body does. So when you take off running, the brain will tell you to stop. This hurts. It's uncomfortable. It wants to protect you. But if you tell the brain no, you listen to some music, you know, you have some negative self-thoughts, you keep pushing yourself, you'll be able to keep going farther. And you keep going farther, and then you keep going farther, and then you keep going farther. So when I run, I set an expectation. I'm going to run for 10 minutes. My brain tells me, ow, stop. I'm going to keep running because the expectation is 10 minutes. Now, if I'm running and I get a massive cramp in my side or my leg and it's physical pain, like physical pain, not just like, ow, this kind of hurts, then I'll stop. But outside of that, the mind is so weak. And once you train the mind not to be weak, you can do amazing things. Absolutely amazing things. That's why when Eddie Hall originally broke the deadlift record of 500 kilos, he did like psychotherapy, and basically in that moment he trained his brain to tell him that that weight was sitting on top of his children, and that's what he did to help lift the weight. So when you can train the mind to be just as powerful as the body, you can do amazing things. Yeah, Spencer says you will pass out way before you die. 100%. And it's funny because Spencer is my real life friend. And when we go to the gym, I'm constantly pushing him and constantly pushing him and constantly pushing him. And like every time I push him, he meets that expectations. He doesn't want to, but he meets that expectations every single time. So I just keep pushing him harder and harder and harder. And he keeps getting stronger and stronger. But if you don't have that individual that's going to push you, or you don't have the ability to push yourself, then you're not going to get stronger. Like if you put 25s on the bench press, you do it for 12. Next week, why are you still putting 25s on there? You know, put a 5 on there, put another 10 on there. Continue pushing yourself by adding weight. Correct. When I get hit mile 20, I instantly turn David Goggins on in my headphones. Oh, Matt, I did that too. So when I was running those 5Ks, just to run them, I also listened to David Goggins because nobody's more motivated out there than David Goggins. The guy is a true hero in my opinion. But guys, we've got 21 of y'all beautiful folks in here. I just need one of y'all to tap that screen to get to 70 likes. I would love to get to 70 likes for this live. So head up there, tap that screen, hit that like. I would truly appreciate that. Mind over matter. If I don't mind, it don't matter. You're up to smashing your meat 20 times a day. Congrats, bro. That's awesome. That's a goal to achieve. Make sure you use lotion. You gotta watch out for chafing. So be careful with that. Lotion, a little lubrication. Take care of yourself. If not, you'll end up in the ER, man. Did you get the attention you needed? Hopefully so. Provide yourself with some self-love, buddy. I'm working on my own business, and I'm not sure if I would be surprised if it worked out for me. Well, Dylan, you know, as someone who runs their own business, you're never going to know until you try. So I started investing into real estate a while ago, and I grew my net worth from 200K to just under $1 million in 3 years. So you have to start somewhere. Hi, Brandon. What's up, Jake? How's it going? Right, Spence. Your forms are ripped. That's great, man. That's awesome. What's up? I'm doing good today. I'm doing great. We deadlifted, we lifted back, and now we've got 4 minutes left of cardio. So thank you for whoever hit that like button. I truly appreciate it. I'm happy now that we're up to 70 likes. The goal was 100 today, but we sure the hell aren't getting there. But 70 is still a quality number. We got at least probably 20 new subscribers. So I appreciate that, guys, for all that love and support. How did you start? I just made Robinhood account, but have no idea what to invest in. So, Shank, I actually invested into real estate. So, what I did was I went to the Rookie Real Estate Podcast. I live roughly 55 minutes from work. I listened to one episode on my way to work. I listened to one episode on my way home. I listened to about 200 episodes of Rookie Real Estate Podcast. I went and read Brandon Turner's books. I read a couple other books on it. I did a cash out refinance in my primary residence, which I had paid off. And I took that money and I started investing. And I bought a single family, then another one, and then another one, and then another one. And then I started working. I got more jobs. I started bringing in more income. I started making money off social media. I just started having all these different streams, like 6 different streams of income coming in all at once. And now I own 6 single family homes, 2 duplexes, and a triplex that I've all gathered in the last 3 years. So you just gotta find your niche. I would love to own a laundromat. I would love to buy a storage unit. You guys want to know a good business? I want to do it. My wife won't let me do it, but I want to become a professional cuddler. I'm telling you, there's tons of money to be made being a professional cuddler. Goggins saved my life. I was 300 pounds, just divorced, nothing left. Now I'm full-time firefighter, EMT, and in shape. Matthew, that's awesome, man. I'm so proud of you. From another individual who's been down in the dumps, I got divorced at 25. My ex-wife left me for my best friend. I thought about offing myself multiple different times. Came close to it a few different times. Had nothing left. I failed out of college. I quit my job. I was forced to move back into my parents because she took over our apartment, so I was homeless. And I had hit rock bottom. Eventually, I ran away from America. I went and lived in Brno, Czech Republic for 11 months. Got dual citizenship over there. Lost my mind. Came back at like 25, 26, and just restarted life. And now I'm where I'm at now today. So, your story appears very similar to mine. How much weight did I lose? Nasty natty boy, I've lost 84 pounds total. So since the very beginning, I've lost 84 pounds. Since the first of the year, I've lost 18 pounds. So during the 30 days of perfection, I've lost 18 pounds. Whew. I've been in the dumps my whole life. Well, Phil, figure it out, man. Stop making excuses and show up. What do you want to do with your life? Stop making excuses. Stop scrolling social media. Figure out what you want to do and lock in. You know, I always tell people, if you're trying to get a girlfriend, specifically just speaking to the men right now, you have several different ways to improve your chances of finding a girlfriend. Go to the gym, look better about yourself, improve your self-confidence. Get a better job, make more money. Go back to school and get more educated. Like people are smart. Like, read more books. Like, educate yourself on different topics. Do all these things that you can do to increase your chances of finding somebody that's going to like you. Because if you're not happy with how you are now, why is somebody else going to be happy with you? So do one of those 4 things to increase your value, and then try again. I'm just now starting my journey. Nasty, that's awesome. Keep it up. Sorry guys, I've missed so many comments coming in here. Phil, you just want to take it easy, then don't complain. If you want to just take it easy, then don't complain that you're not going anywhere. Give my boy your toddy. Yes, Phil, focus on yourself, your personal goals. Yep, 100% as Glow said. Loyalty and commitment don't really exist these days. Hey man, but again, if you want to improve your odds, you got to improve yourself. How you got 2 colors on your beard? Well, because the gray is because I'm old as shit, and the red is, well, I still to this day can't explain why it's red. It is what it is. Thanks, Natty. But again, guys, if you haven't done it already, head up, hit that subscribe button. Show some love. I truly appreciate it. Guys, I'm actually a minute over, so I might as well finish up. We'll do 67 minutes of cardio today and call it a day. No such thing as easy. Do something that sucks and push yourselves. So guys, I'm gonna give you the best advice of your life right now. When you get comfortable being uncomfortable, that is when all real change is made in life. So let me say that again. When you get comfortable being uncomfortable, that is when change makes. If you're constantly comfortable, it means you're never challenging yourself to be better. So constantly feel uncomfortable is a good thing because it means you're trying to improve yourself. And then the other thing you do is you take the word motivation, you take that shit, you throw that away, replace it with dedication, you show up because it's on the schedule. All right, guys, so this is after doing back and deadlifts. We did 67 minutes of cardio, 4.4 miles. Obviously, the calories is an estimation by, the treadmill. So it is what it is. So we've been working out. We did abs also. I forgot we did a full ab workout. Let me lower this down for a second. All right, hold on. All right. Do I have a rock climb? No. Yep, as Natty Nasty says, face the darkness and face, if you want to change, you have to be willing to put in the work and you have to feel pain and suffering. Like when I grew my rental business, it's because I worked 70, 80 hours a week. I was miserable. I hated my life. But now I'm on pace to retire at the age of 45. If you want what others have, you have to be willing to do what others aren't. Thanks, Glow. Appreciate that. Bro, want to meet up and do an ultra? Dude, I've considered doing like a regular marathon, like a 26-mile marathon, but I would need a full year to train for something like that. Like I've considered it because again, I love to challenge myself, but I'm also scared that like if I start running that much, I'm going to lose too much muscle. And I don't want to do that. Like I've worked a long time to put on this size to look as good as I do now. I don't want to lose the muscle by running too much. So I would do running a 5K is easy. Running, I think I could easily train for a 10K in maybe a couple months. Anything after that, we're now having a different conversation. So Natty, I subscribe, gonna watch more. Thanks, Natty, I truly appreciate that. And so each day, guys, for my 30 days of perfection, I've been posting an update every day about where the weight's at, what the work I'm putting in. So if you guys ever see those videos pop up, if you guys could just hit that like button on any of those videos, comment on every single one. I would really, truly appreciate it. I would love to see this channel grow so I can continue, spreading positivity and supporting others. Because as I say, work's hard, life's hard, school's hard. Like if we could just be a little bit nicer to everybody, the world would be a whole hell of a lot nicer place. Yeah, most runners are quite sharp. Yeah, Glow. I mean, that's the thing is they're usually you look at like most of the Kenyans that run these races. I mean, they're toothpick thin because they don't need as much oxygen to run. So, but all right, guys, I'm gonna get off here. I'll catch y'all later. Bye. Is that like your way of saying?